Today, most real estate tools give investors more data, more listings, more metrics, more dashboards. But data doesn't make decisions. Investors do. The real challenge isn't finding properties. It's determining which deals actually fit your strategy, your risk tolerance, and your goals quickly and consistently. That's the problem ValoraFlow was built to solve. ValoraFlow is a strategy-aware, AI-powered decision system for residential real estate investing. At a high level, ValoraFlow is strategy-aware, decision-first, and explainable by design. Instead of starting with tools or features, we start with how real investors think, the strategy, the constraints, and the decisions they're trying to make. Everything in the platform flows from that. This slide captures our core thesis. Investors don't struggle because they lack information. They struggle because translating information into a confident decision is manual, inconsistent, and error-prone. ValoraFlow starts with investment strategy, maps that into guided decision flows, and produces clear, actionable deal decisions. The goal isn't insight for insight's sake, it's judgment that holds up. Today, even experienced investors waste 20 or more hours a week filtering listings, rebuilding spreadsheets, and guessing out returns. The same analysis is repeated over and over, with slightly different assumptions, often leading to different answers for the same deal. That doesn't scale, and it doesn't inspire confidence. This is where ValoraFlow fundamentally diverges from existing tools. First, it's strategy where by design the system behaves differently for cash flow investors, BRRR investors, or short-term rental operators. Second, we combine deterministic underwriting with AI reasoning, so outputs are consistent, auditable, and explainable. Third, it's workflow first, not dashboard first. We guide investors through decisions instead of handing them raw metrics. And finally, every result can be explained, no black boxes. In this demo, we'll walk through 3 common investor intents. First, discovering deals that align with a specific investment strategy. Second, analyzing a property using real underwriting logic. And third, comparing opportunities side by side. It's the same strategy, the same system, but 3 very different decisions. For most real estate investors, everything starts with discovering the right deals. So we'll begin with deal discovery. ValoraFlow is strategy aware. Instead of starting with raw listings, we start with your investment strategy. Cash flow is the default, but today I'll add BRRR, buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat, assuming this will become a long-term rental. I'll set my criteria, location, budget, and target rent. I'll also confirm the key financial assumptions: down payment, interest rate, and loan term. From there, ValoraFlow searches across market listings, evaluates each property against my strategy, and identifies the strongest candidates. What normally takes hours across multiple tools and manual spreadsheets happens in seconds. Here are the top opportunities ranked by projected return. Each property includes a complete investment breakdown, cash flow projections, deal level analysis, key metric comparisons, strengths, and potential risks. ValoraFlow also highlights value-add signals and suggests next steps, so I can move from analysis to action with confidence. Once I've identified a promising deal, the next question is obvious: does this property actually work? That's where Analyze property comes in. I'll select Analyze. The default strategy here is cash flow, which works for this example. Instead of browsing listings, I can analyze a specific property directly. I'll enter Analyze 123 Main Street, Austin. ValoraFlow confirms the financial assumptions, down payment, interest rate, and loan term just like before. Because this is a value-add opportunity, it also asks for a rehab cost estimate. These assumptions define the investment context before any analysis begins. From there, ValoraFlow evaluates the property end-to-end. It calculates all relevant performance metrics and produces a structured investment report. At the top is a clear property summary, followed by key metrics, projected cash flow, and return indicators. It then breaks down strengths, potential risks, and value-add opportunities, and finishes with concrete recommendations and an action plan. Again, everything I need to decide whether to move forward is in one place. Once I've analyzed individual properties, the next step is deciding which one is better. That's where Compare Properties comes in. I'll select Compare. The default strategy here is cash flow, but let's add BRR. Instead of reviewing reports one at a time, I can compare properties directly. I'll enter compare 123 Main Street, Austin versus 456 Oak Avenue, Austin. ValoraFlow confirms the same financial assumptions, down payment, interest rate, and loan term, so the comparison stays consistent. This ensures I'm comparing apples to apples. From there, ValoraFlow evaluates both properties side by side. It generates a structured comparison report with clear property details and aligned metrics. Key performance indicators are shown next to each other, making differences immediately obvious. It also compares strategy fit, risks, and potential value-add opportunities, and then provides a recommendation and suggested next steps. To wrap up, ValoraFlow isn't about giving investors more data or more tools. It's about enabling fewer, better decisions made faster with confidence and at scale. That's the future we're building toward. Thanks for watching.